the other day. Gonna have a locked up pawn center and wing play. Okay, so London system, not much happening. Wait a minute. Is this sound? Okay, yeah, I see he's taking the rook, but you have to be able to get that queen out of there. Okay. Now, how does black save his queen? That is the $1,000,000 question. See, what white's trying to do here is castle and play knight d2. And when if black has to give up the queen for the rook, white's got queen and an extra queen and a minor piece for 2 rooks. So let me this baits a question here. Let's back this up. How long did black spend on bishop f5? And here you can see he 6 seconds plus the 23 is 29. Black spent 16 seconds on this move. Now, unless this is theory or he's reached this position as analysis, there's no way that black could have evaluated this in 16 seconds. Now, how long did white take to respond? Well, he took black's word for it. His clock goes up by what was that? I missed it. By 11 seconds. White took 34 seconds to reply. So in my opinion, there's no way either one could have seen what I just showed you. Now, I'm familiar with that because I've seen this type of stuff before, where you give up the rook and the queen can't get out. So let's see, I got another comment here. Okay, let's see. This Dorfman book was recommended by Grishuk. As he said, it's his favorite chess book of all time. They learned how to think from that book. Okay, well, if you read it, I would. If Grishuk read it and it was his favorite, it must be a good book. Okay, so like I'm saying, I don't see how white could have evaluated this. So we're going to evaluate it for him. Now, unless black does this or this, to cut the queen off from defending b2, but I'm not entirely convinced black has compensation here. Okay, now the queen isn't going to be trapped, I don't think. White's up a piece right now. Black doesn't have enough here. Let's see. I guess he could take. I can consider that, but black doesn't have enough here, or does he? Let's back it up. We don't have to play b3. Here, let's play bishop takes here. Now if takes, I'm going to take this. Now if takes here, I'm going to castle. You take the rook, I'm going to play here. Now, what's happened? Something similar to the game. Not the game, the game I was analyzing. What's black going to do here? We don't know. Let's try to get some help for the queen. Well, it's too late. You can't play here with the idea of running away. So, black gives up his queen, and white has a queen and a knight for 2 rooks. This is winning for white. So, I mean, let's bet. I mean, that line wasn't forced, but it's just stuff we can see. See, the first key is it's a 45-45 game, and neither side has really used any time at all. I mean, black has almost has his 45 minutes. He has received 6 increments, so 270 seconds, 4 minutes, right? 4.5 minutes. White a little, similar. White's been moving a little quicker. But, you can't just play this move unless either you've evaluated it straight out of the book and you trust it. You can't do this in just a few seconds. So, first thing I see is, hopefully I see it, is that there's a bishop there for taking. Okay, kaboom. But then I also see that he's going to take on b2, and I can't save my rook. So I'm thinking that Black just played this, says, go ahead, take it, I'll win your rook, and didn't look any further. And I would say that White just took his word for it, but takes, you take here. I'm developing something. Now you want to cut me off here? Okay, fine. Let's see, if I castle, I drop the knight, and I drop the bishop. No. I'll go threaten a mate. No, it's not a mate, but it looks like fun for White. Queen takes check, and then maybe knight e6 or queen e6 check. Well, I haven't evaluated this correctly because I'm not done looking. I'll say it again. Both players could not have seen this through. But, the main line is this. And Black needs to find a way to get his queen out of there. And I'm not sure he can. Let's try this. What am I doing? I'm trying to anything I can to get that queen out of there. I'm not seeing it. Let's see. That lets the knight in. So if we play knight here, it lets the queen out. I think the queen got out. Yeah, it's got a3 to run to. But let's just take this. If you do this, I'm going to do this.
Check.
Now, after he gets out of check, maybe I have something here. Black is hurting for certain here. Well, you have to check it out, spend some hours. Here I've got an idea. Okay, let's see. Let's check this out. Oops. Okay, so let's see. Bishop b2. Okay, so queen takes, bishop e2. Okay, e5. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. Well, you don't have to take here, but let's look at it. Let's look at your line. Now here, you don't have to spend a tempo coming back here. Okay, let's castle. That stops this. And see, your move is here, bishop g3, and that does allow this because the knight is pinned. But you see, this is what the bishop is protected. You want to take it, go ahead. How are you getting this queen out? You play bishop a3 here, you're just coughing up another piece. One other idea you could do, but even this doesn't save the day. Well, maybe, let's see. I'm thinking of putting the bishop or the knight there, but this is costing Black material. Even if he finds a way to get this queen out, You see now knight d2 is met by queen c. Whoops. Yeah, come back here. Knight b2 is met by queen c3. But even in this position, white does have 2 pieces for the rook. Black has a lot of pawns. But we don't have to go into this line. Or do we? Let's see. Yeah, let's just give a check.
Check.
Now, the black king can't castle, or you want to play knight c6. How about knight c6? Okay. Well, you know, white's not threatening knight d2. Black has the escape square c3. So let's just do this. Okay, now suddenly white has threats, and this queen still can't get out. Yeah, there's a lot to this. This is a good time to sit down and think. That's what makes chess fun. So black is going to start his minority attack. White should be playing for e4, but he can't get it in. So this isn't the way to get e4 in. You have to do it this way. f3 and e4. You got to break in the center. Here's your pawn chain. Attack with your pawns in the direction the pawn chain points. e3, e4 hits the base of the black pawn chain. And if it's traded for what it's worth, you're sitting there with a passed pawn on d4. Might come in handy in the endgame. Now here, white elects to take on a defensive position. And, you know, black just tries to tighten the screws. And white's kind of stuck just maneuvering. You know, he should have taken that knight on e4 when he had a chance. He still could have taken it there. And he could still take it. No, you need to give this up. He did. I think white should play this at some point. Although, maybe black can undermine c3. I don't know. Let's see. Takes. 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 Kaboom. Now black is, looks like he's done well here. Okay. Look how much time they don't have. Very good, gentlemen. So white's just playing passively. Black has a square to attack. Okay. And they're both very low on time. I'm glad they're taking their time. I'm just peachy keen delighted. You know, look how white's bottled up guarding b2. I mean, this is just awful. And bishop takes a3 is coming. There it is. Now black to play wins a rook. I don't think he did that. Oh, he did do it. Okay. Let's see. So I just dropped a rook. White should have gotten rid of that knight on e4 a few moves before. White just down a rook. Well, black's going to try to negotiate a kingside attack, and it'll be all over. That pawn on c2 is deadly.
Check. Check.
Oh, I have a pawn.
Check.
Black is about to get a checkmate here.
Check.
Black is threatening mate in 1. Queen e4. No, that's not quite a mate.
Check.
And I think white resigned here. Let's see. Yeah, white resigned. Oh man, I'm getting sleepy. I don't know. Maybe I just got up too early this morning. Okay, let's back this up. Okay, this is under attack, but that's just lost, so time to take this thing is now. It's just exerting a great deal of influence. Okay, it's not full. Okay. Sometimes we don't want to do that. We say, well, I'm undoubling his pawns. I can't do that. Well, the way he played it, he dropped a rook. Maybe he has to do that. White can play against a4. Anyway, I need to take a break here. Hello, Chisel. Let's see. What's next? We have one low-rated match. That should be interesting. And then we have a total of 3 more games out of the first round of the playoffs. But I'm really getting tired. So how many people do I have here? Hello, everybody. Yeah, I want to go on, but I'm just I certainly apologize. I woke up early today and was getting some work done that needed to get done, and I'm just going to have to thank you for being here. I'm going to make some adjustments in my schedule. I may not be able to be here Friday. I scheduled 5 to 9, but I have something coming up, and it may affect the next 2 weeks after. I don't know. But I really appreciate everyone being here, and hope this analysis has helped in giving you some creative ideas, and learn some openings as we go. But I'm just out of gas, and I certainly apologize. Thanks for being here.